So this is Pottsown Police Part 2. What I also want you to notice, everybody, before everybody starts arguing semantics, well, they live there, they're allowed to sit there, and blah, blah, blah. Notice, I want you to notice, nobody's sitting on the sidewalks across the street in their chairs. Right? You notice that? Nobody's doing any of that. Oh, except for right here, right in front of my door. So it's a clear message they want to send. That's what it looks like to me. That the hokey doke bullshit's not going to stop. Do you understand what I mean? Look, nobody's sitting up the street. It's just right in front of my doorway. Just right in front of my doorway. Now you can look down the street. You can look up the street. I have it set up that way. Look, nobody's sitting on the sidewalks in front of their houses. Just these freaks. And they're right in front of my door. They're congregating right in front of my door.
Well, now that you mention it, yeah. I know.
And I guarantee you, they either live up the street, down the street, don't live here at all, or next door. They don't live at my door. And the doors aren't that close together. They're about 12 to 15 feet apart, maybe more, 20 feet apart, to be sitting in front of my door. So argue semantics all you want. It looks like to me harassment and stalking and intimidation. That's all it is. And the thing is, I'm disabled. And if I get hurt because of one of these clowns, I'm blaming the township. They do nothing about to disperse the crowds. When they do something, it's, Daddy wants you to go home. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You need to stop making noise. Yeah, never mind they woke me up 9 times to get to this point for Daddy to send them home. That's ridiculous. They never give out any fines. They never tell these people to knock it off. They just let them, like I said, self-govern until somebody gets hurt and they got to do paperwork. Look at this. What is this? Street walking Annie?
Annie says she's given up writing the play.
Look at them county shower shoes. Where'd she get them? I didn't think they sold pink in the county. She might have got them upstate. Look at this thing. Looks like a pirate that jumped ship. These are the types that are hanging in front of my building. Just in front of my building. Isn't that amazing? Nowhere else, just in front of my building, my door.
Chewing on aspirin like when you had your hangover. I get headaches. Bad headaches.
Oops, wrong one. That was me.
Stress the reason you don't want to make love to me anymore.
Gee, they're not drug dealing, are they? No. They're good people. They're just hanging out sipping Cokes, right? Not waiting on their cop man or waiting on the next buyer. Nah, why would they do that? They're not like that. Right in front of my building.
Tonight and all day tomorrow. We'll make it down to Route 50 if we take the snowmobile. From there it's only 23 miles to Sidewalk. And I think it's a journey. This place is not doing any of us any good. Sometimes Danny comes downstairs.
Somebody's got to buy them diapers. I'm sure Daddy's in the county, right? Or worse, upstate. Doing a 5 to 10 for whatever he did. Does it sound cliche? Does that sound racist? Well, look at the statistics. Statistics don't lie. I'm going by statistics, not racism. It's ridiculous. You got to put up with their kids. About a half an hour ago, there was 4 kids standing around this woman sitting in the chair. And now you got this weirdo with the, Jack Sparrow headgear wandering around here. And it looks like she's dealing. Not this one, the one that was walking around. No, here's another one. There's one of the kids. See, people have to walk around them because they're taking up space on the sidewalk. There's a scooter sitting right here. Where's my finger? Right here, blocking the sidewalk. There's kids God knows where on the sidewalk. These two grand prize winners are sitting here taking up space on the sidewalk, so everybody has to navigate through all this bullshit or go around them. That's loitering at its finest right there. Where's the cops? Oh, I don't know. They're often investigating why the powdered donuts have too much powder, not enough powder. I don't know. The jelly ain't filled up to the capacity it's supposed to in the jelly-filled donuts. I don't know. I'm sorry to say it like that, but this is ridiculous. You wouldn't have half the problems going on in these buildings or in the street if the cops would just start doing their jobs and chasing these monsters off the corner. Look at this thing. Jack Sparrow's sister in pink fucking loafers. Looks like she's got what's she holding, a baby or her stomach? I have no idea, but as night falls, it's going to get louder out there. Why? Because this crowd's going to draw a bigger crowd, and they're going to be parked in cars. They're going to be smoking blunts. They're going to be beep, beep, honk, honk, open doors, fa-doom, fa-doom, fa-doom. You know, it's like it's South Street in Philly. And it's not. It's a suburban neighborhood that should be quiet, but it's not. Why? Because the cops made it this way. Because they're not doing anything. Yet we can't have cruising night where there's 16 nice-looking cars going down the street. Blah, 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 blah. Can't have that, but you can have this. Times 100. There's going to be at least 100 people walking up and down the street tonight. Watch. Smoking blunts, playing games, screaming at the top of their lungs, in and out of cars. Yelling, hey, baby, I'll meet you in the alleyway. I'm horny. I heard one girl yell that last summer. I'm like, oh, my gosh. She was sitting in one of the cars out front here. What is she doing? Why are they like that? Is she intimidating her? Oh, she's talking to the kid. Well, it must be her kid, I guess. Well, she's the nanny. I don't know. Trying to figure out who that is. Grammy? Look, see, they got to navigate through this. Oh, they can get through. They got plenty of room. Listen, loitering was illegal. Used to be. Now you can just, pitch a tent on a sidewalk and the cops don't say nothing to you. Isn't that amazing? Well, whatever.